Hi. You're a retiree coming up for retirement? Try this. Try putting the words in Google search. Planning for retirement. See what you get. I did it. And all I got was lots and lots of information on investments, superannuation, various organisations which will look after you in your super, all of that sort of stuff. Everything to do with finance, the financial aspects of whether you can afford to retire, whether you should retire with that amount, etc. And even a bit about downsizing. And that, of course, was downsizing to retirement villages. People with a vested interest that you retire to their retirement villages. Now, why am I placing this? Now, as you probably know, if you've been watching my videos of late, I've been placing them now for about 18 months, and I don't talk about the financial aspects at all, or about going to retirement villages. Yet I've managed to put out probably 100 videos on things that you are really interested in. Why do I say really interested in? It seems that nobody, virtually nobody, is talking about the things that are most important to you as a retiree. What are you going to do after you retire? What are you going to do after the novelty's worn off? And you've been on the little holiday, or the big holiday as the case may be, and you come back and you think, what next? What next? I might have another 20 or 30 years ahead of me. And this is what I focus on. The aspects of your retirement you need to consider even before you retire, apart from the money side of it. Okay? Now, we know certain things are very essential. Maintaining good health. Maintaining good health as long as you can. This entails a lot of things. Sensible exercise, sensible diet. You don't need to become an athlete, and you don't need to become a vegetarian unless you're a vegetarian already. You can have your cake, you can have your beer, you can enjoy life. I mean, if you're not enjoying life, why be retired? Now, health is very important. We know that our bodies will gradually lose muscle tone as we get older, but we can keep the muscles supple and strong as long as possible with the right types of exercise. Another thing, of course, is balance. We need to be able to retain our balance, not just our physical balance, but our worldly way of looking at things, keeping that in balance too. We need to keep sharp, we need to keep our minds going. So it's body, mind, and of course spirit. But let's talk about heart. Stephen R. Covey in his 8 Habits of Highly Successful People, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, and the book which follow it, the 8th Habit, talks about 4 things that we need, that we have. He talks about PQ, physical quotient, IQ, intelligence quotient, EQ, emotional quotient, and SQ, spiritual quotient. We need to keep all of those at the forefront and in balance as we age. If we let any of them slip, I think we won't have as good a retirement as we could have. Now, keeping your mind sharp. How do you do that? Crosswords puzzles? No, I don't think so. Having an interest, a burning interest in something which really inspires you, keeps you going, keeps you wanting to learn about it, that will keep your mind sharp. And of course, doing it in such a way that it's enjoyable. The emotional quotient. Don't get stressed. Do the things you want to do. In retirement, you might try quite a number of different avenues, different volunteer work, for example, before you find what is right for you. I know I did. 29 years retired, I've said that almost ad nauseum. It took me a long while to find what I really wanted. I did that for 10 years, then went on to something else. Each time, every now and again, and you can't go back. It's no good trying to recapture what you did once, unless, of course, you really want to do it. Mostly, though, you're moving on to other things. All of the time progressing, all of the time evolving as a person. What's the spiritual aspect? Well, if you are a nihilist and you think that you are simply your body with a brain inside which holds the mind, and then when your body goes, everything goes and it's just null and void, well, can't help you there, mate. Can't help you. But if you believe that even a possibility exists that you are more than a physical body, that you are a spiritual being, that you have a spirit residing in a physical body, and it will survive after the body goes, puts a different slant on it altogether. I know what I believe. I don't know what you believe. If you have any angst about dying, look into the matter. Study it. There are heaps of stuff on YouTube, sorry, not on YouTube, on Google about near-death experiences and out-of-body experiences and all types of spirituality. Whether you accept it or not, that's up to you. If you do, though, you'll probably find your life going a lot happier than if you think it's all going to end when you fall off the peg. Okay, I've said enough.